retiring from Sun Life after how many years have you been CEO?
Let's see. I think I'm 10 days shy of 23 years.
23
for
years.
CEO, 15 years.
Oh, 15 years.
Because
okay.
I was first for 8 years the CFO.
Okay. All right. Awesome. And what are your plans for retirement?
So my wife and I, about 4 years ago, we bought a house on 4 acres in northwestern Montana, fairly remote area. We're we're in the county, about 8 miles outside of a little town called Libby, Montana. Little mining town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Yeah.
sounds awesome. And so
Yeah.
what will you do?
Well, so both my wife and I love to garden,
Oh,
and we've tried that here with some success, and we actually think we'll have more success in Libby, but that remains to be seen. And,
okay.
yeah. So we love to garden. We love to hunt. I do. My
Okay.
wife not so much, but she will tag along with me.
Okay.
And we also like to fish.
Oh, nice.
And so in that northwestern Montana is probably one of the best remaining hot spots for those kind of things.
Okay,
Gardening,
awesome.
all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Right.
So that sounds like a big change from Pinal County.
It is. But we're both natives of the area. My wife Cindy was born in Coolidge, and we lived in Stanfield when I was born, and also, if you know me, a little bit of time on the reservation. But I was born at the hospital here in town. I think it was Homaco at the time, Homaco Hospital, and natives of the area. So we just want to do something different.
Okay.
Do
Awesome.
something different, and we don't want to sit in a rocking chair and watch TV.
Okay.
And so in Montana, you can't really do that. You need to go out and cut wood so you can stay warm, because snow's coming. So that's sort of the idea.
Awesome.
We'll see
that
how it
sounds
works
like
out.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, great. Can you tell me a little bit about how you became CEO of Sun Life?
So, well, I started out. I bought my first business when I was 25 years old, and then bought another one. Second one had to at the same time, probably 10 years after that. Groceries, tax. Don't ask me about the logic of that. Probably doesn't exist. But anyway. And then I decided to go back to school and finish my accounting degree, which I had started on when I was fresh out of high school. And, I had other things on my mind, so I ditched it and went to work. Anyway, so I went back and finished my accounting degree at CAC 2 years, and then ASU to complete it. Went to work for a CPA firm and was missing something, right? I love doing taxes, but I was missing something, didn't quite know what. Went to a school district as business manager, and there I think I probably started to figure out I was missing managing people, working with people, trying to get them to not restrict themselves, not limit themselves. And something I tried to do with myself too. Don't allow limits to be placed on you. You can do whatever your heart desires, just set out and try it. Anyway, so I had a colleague from ASU call me and say, hey, Sun Life is looking for a CFO. This job is perfect for you. And so I thought, I'm going to try it. It was a little bit intimidating working with doctors. But I've never been one to run from fear. I'll just jump in and open my eyes later. So I took that job and have not looked back since. Healthcare is incredible because just about you can't get bored. Once you think you figured it all out, they change the formula, and you have to start over again and learn how to live in this new world, right? This new challenge. So I think all the years prior to that prepared me. Even my younger days on the reservation, there we were the sort of the outsider, and so got a little taste of what it's like to not be given trust by a lot of people up front. You have to earn it, and so I think all of that prepared me for Sun Life. And then running my own businesses, you have to look in the mirror. There's no one you can, you're it. Mm-hmm. You have to make decisions, right? And it groomed me pretty well. So, and it's been a heck of a ride.
Great. Yeah. Awesome. So what's next for Sun Life?
Sun Life. So Sun Life has so much opportunity and so much, I would say, obligation to the communities that it serves, Pinal County, now a little bit in Maricopa County. So what's next? I think Sun Life just it's providing a very much needed service in terms of, the healthcare, right, and primary care. So Sun Life just needs to take, I don't quite know how to say this, just take its place as the county's community health center, and lead in top-notch healthcare services, right? Be the best. Mm-hmm. I always say we're the same as Mayo. It's just that Mayo started out with maybe the wealthier segment of the population, and now provides a very large, not-for-profit type services for people that can't afford it or wouldn't otherwise have the healthcare. We started out with that population with a mission statement, but we can go the other way. We can become the provider of choice. And that, I think, is where Sun Life is going to go. They're going to be that provider of choice. We're going to refine ourselves until we can walk right into that role and people love the services. That's where it's going.
Awesome. And who's the new CEO?
New CEO is Dr. Estrada, Dr. Edward Estrada. He's an MD OBGYN. He says by birth. I'm not quite sure about that, but anyway. He's been with Sun Life for 8 years? Maybe a little bit more than that? 15, yeah.
15, okay.
15 years,
wow.
yeah. And I recruited him,
okay.
I interviewed him, and I told my operations person as soon as the interview was over, get him in here, pay him whatever he needs. We want him because he has a really good business mind.
Awesome.
He came from his own practice, so he got good exposure to what it's like to run a healthcare business, and that's something that sometimes is missing. So he's a great guy. He believes in Sun Life. He believes in the mission. He loves the mission. Mm-hmm. It's something he did anyway in his private practice, and he has even more power to do it at Sun Life. And so for him, I think the way he's looking at it is, instead of seeing one patient at a time, he's now moving into a job where he can have a good effect on thousands of patients.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Is there anything else that Pinal County needs to know before you retire?
No, just Sun Life's a great resource for them. Use them. Give them your feedback. That we're not perfect. Never have been. Probably never will be. Nobody is. But if we do have our warts and wrinkles, tell us about them so that we know and we can fix them.